Good morning, folks. Spittincobra. I wanted to bring this to you. This is some of the stuff that I've been talking about with police shootings, police officers being shot. Towards the end of this, this police chief from Scottsdale poses the question, and he wanted to iterate the question of when did this become okay? And I want to respond to this question, why this became okay. You officers across this country are, and there's hundreds and hundreds of videos. You officers across this country are bringing this onto yourself. The public, us, the people that pay your salaries are tired of the way you're treating us. This is why you officers are being shot. It's sad, but true. We as citizens are not going to put up with the bullshit, non-training that you officers have. You're out there enforcing your own fucking laws on the citizens of the United States. And you ask, when did this become okay? The answer to that question is when you guys started killing, raping, arresting, abusing citizens of the United States. The only reaction to that is to start shooting your fucking asses.
The detectives set up to talk to the suspect and try to apprehend the suspect, and were met with gunfire through a wall. A number of shots were fired, and the sergeant of the Special Assignments Unit was struck and immediately evacuated out of that apartment via one of the Scottsdale Fire Department SWAT medics who is on as part of our Special Assignments Unit and SWAT team at that time, and removed from that down to a lower floor. That suspect was engaged by gunfire by another one of our Special Assignments Unit's detectives, and unknown if that...
Just to reiterate real quick, a Tempe police sergeant for the detectives was shot while serving a warrant.
Suspect was struck. He fled over the second floor balcony and into the neighborhood and fled the scene. Incredible response by our partners in the Phoenix Police Department, who responded to that location en masse. It was fantastic. We have an incredible relationship with Chief Sullivan and the Phoenix Police Department. They responded, and it set up a great perimeter. But as of this time, the suspect has not been captured. The Phoenix Police Department, in concert with the Scottsdale Police Department, will continue to look for this suspect to ensure his apprehension. Until that time, we're going to continue to work that case. The detective is currently in the hospital, surrounded by his family, and is expected to survive. And so, at this time, we're going to continue to move forward with this investigation.
And here we go. I have to point this out. When did this become okay? And like I said, my reaction is when you guys started abusing citizens. We won't put up with it. We outnumbered the police, and we outgunned the police. So good luck with that. Here it comes.
Just a thought process for our community, just to give some thought to this notion that we have to ask ourselves a question of, when did this become okay? The Phoenix Police Department has seen this. The Scottsdale Police Department has now seen this. Other police departments in the Valley and the state have seen this, an increased number of aggravated assaults on police officers, shootings of police officers. And I think we have to start asking some tough questions of when this became okay.
Here we go. We've seen it. How many hundreds of fucking videos have we seen where you motherfuckers are abusing us? When did that become okay? You ignorant motherfucker. Sorry, guys. Oh, goddamn.
Ultimately, we will release a name down the road to help with the investigation if we don't capture him immediately. And so that I want that question to resonate with our populace of when this become okay. Because at some point, this person is going to seek refuge. And we ask that you ask yourself the question of when did it become okay, and recognize that it's never going to be okay. And so we may be asking for the public's help in apprehension of this violent armed individual. And I'm happy to take questions, but that's currently where we are tonight.
The officer, is it a sergeant or a detective?
He's a sergeant. He's a detective sergeant.
Okay, and how many times was he injured?
He was... We believe he's shot just once, yes.
Is the suspect considered armed and dangerous right now?
Yes.
Duh.
So is there anything that you can tell the public about if they see someone, or what should they be looking for?
We don't have all the information that we're going to put out right now. We're still at the very beginning of this investigation, and so we're going to let that investigation play out. We don't believe that this suspect has intentions to harm people in the public. We do believe that he is now fleeing.
Guys, they have released the name of the suspect that they're looking for. He has not been caught yet. Sorry, guys, I'm nursing a cold right now. A flu, but they have released it, his name and everything, later this morning.
And so we'll release more information as the investigation progresses, but we want to keep some of that close to the vest due to investigative leads.
Do we know where this detective was shot?
He was shot in the lower abdomen.
And this suspect, obviously he was wanted for crimes. How serious were these crimes of this suspect?
He is a violent criminal.
Whenever they encounter him, did that sergeant that was armed, did he also shoot, or was it only...
He did not shoot. He was struck, and one of his detectives next to him returned fire.
And it was through the wall?
The suspect initially fired through the wall, and then we believe that at some point the suspect was likely seen, and that's when the officers exchanged fire.
So did this suspect barricade himself?
You've been listening into this police briefing, obviously.
Anyway, we'll cut this off here, guys. He pointed out the question of when did this become okay, and I just had to put my 2 cents in. It became okay when you started, your officers across the country started abusing citizens. Absolutely, we're not gonna put up with this shit. So good luck. We're going to retaliate, no matter what. Spittincobra, bringing it to you real.